The UN Secretary-General has added his voice to the international pressure mounting of South Sudan's President Salva Kiir to sign a peace deal to end the almost two-year conflict in his country. The government delegation led by Kiir on Monday asked for a 15-day extension to review the agreement while his adversary, former Vice President Riek Machar, signed the document. In a statement, UN's Ban Ki-moon reaffirmed the organization's readiness to work with regional organizations to finalize the agreement as the humanitarian costs for the country continue to escalate.
It's been 20 months of brutality and escalating humanitarian strife. Over 2 million people have been forced from their homes, with almost 5 million facing severe hunger. The United States was quick to warn the government if it continued to drag its feet.
The United States deeply regrets that the government of South Sudan chose not to sign an agreement that was supported by all of the states in the IGAD, plus the Troika, the United States, United Kingdom, and Norway, China, the African Union, and the United Nations. We call on the government to sign the agreement within the 15-day period it requested for consultations. And as the President has stated, if there was no agreement signed, we would consider ways to raise the cost for entrenchments.
The UN chief statement urged President Kiir to sign, while expressing his deep pain attributed to the horrendous suffering of South Sudanese civilians, and called on all the belligerents to immediately cease all hostilities. Western countries have long said they would support tougher sanctions on the leadership in South Sudan, while UN peacekeeping has urged the Security Council to impose an arms embargo.
We're going to work with our regional and international partners on next steps and on ways to increase pressure, especially against those that are undermining the peace process or opposing this agreement.
Fighting has killed more than 10,000 people since December 2013. There's been a growing frustration at the leadership on both sides after a series of ceasefires have been agreed to amid much fanfare, only to be broken time and again, often before the ink was dry. The first ceasefire was signed on January 23rd last year, weeks after the fighting broke out. The result has been an escalating humanitarian disaster, while UN appeals for the country remain only half-funded. Bryce-Pease, SABC News, New York.